Hello, welcome to Revenant Reads. I'm Vin, and today I'm just going to be showing you some new books that I acquired in December of 2021. So, the stack of books that I have here are all books that I acquired in December of 2021. They're all new, except for one of them is actually technically a used book, but it's still new condition. I don't even think it's been read, so I'm considering it new. These are books that I either got as Christmas gifts or that I picked up myself. So, let's begin. The first one here is John Hersey's Hiroshima. So a little book, and from what I understand of the background of this, I think that John Hersey he had written about what happened to the victims of Hiroshima, and especially those who were survivors, what they went through, and then he went back uh, a couple decades later, 4 decades, I think, and to talk to those people again and see what they were doing. So I do teach a unit. Uh, I teach middle school social studies. I teach a unit on Japan, and we do talk about the bomb. So I saw this in the bookstore, and I picked this up. Another one that I picked up at that actually the same day was Rick Atkinson, The British Are Coming. The War for America, Lexington to Princeton, 1775 to 1777. This is volume one of the Revolution trilogy. And I've heard great things about this as far as this being a Revolutionary War history, time period which I love to read about. And it has terrific plate illustrations in here. Really nice. And it also comes with, there are maps as well. And this is a chunker. This one is, let's see, before the notes. Yeah, it's almost 500, almost 600 pages. But I do love reading about the American Revolution. So happy to pick this up. And I don't know if he has actually released the other books yet. But when he does, I'm sure I'll pick those up as well. This next one, this one is a gift that I got from my family, from my kids and my wife. And I haven't opened up yet. Sorry, I'm taking off the sticker here. Let's try and take off the sticker. I'll just do that later. And that is the special edition, the Lord of the Rings illustrated edition with Tolkien's illustrations in there. Beautiful book. I haven't cracked it open yet. I kind of want to wait till I read through this copy before I crack it open. I've seen so many videos of people opening up and showing it. I have a pretty good idea about what's in here. But right now I'm just kind of keeping it in safe condition until I actually feel like sitting down and reading it. But yeah, beautiful edition. Really glad to have this. Another one that I picked up myself, that is this, Travels with George, In Search of Washington and His Legacy by Nathaniel Philbrick, which I haven't read anything by Philbrick, but I've heard nothing but great things. I have a couple of his books that obviously I have to get to. I know I have Mayflower. I don't know if I have any others behind me right now. But this is Philbrick actually traveling around the country to spots associated with George Washington, talking about the history of George Washington. And I love that. I love looking at historical memory and how we remember the past, the way that we use memories of the past. I love travel, so this is certainly right up my alley here. And I had seen, I'd been thinking about picking it up anyway, and then I saw Mark over at Book Time with Elvis that he, I think, did the audiobook for this. He listened to the audiobook, I think, is actually read by Nathaniel Philbrick, and I knew that I had to pick it up next time I stopped at the bookstore, so picked that one up. This next one, this one again is technically used, but it's still in new condition. I don't think it's been read. This is the one, The Island at the Center of the World, The Epic Story of Dutch Manhattan and the Forgotten Colony That Shaped America by Russell Shorto. I have read another book by Russell Shorto. It was, see, I think that he did one on Rene Descartes, I believe, and things that were done with his bones. I don't know if I could see a list of his previously published works. No, I guess not. I could be wrong about that, unless this was published beforehand. This might have actually been published before that work. I think that he did one called Descartes' Bones. but I'll have to look into that and see if that's true. Um, but anyway, I have read lots of books on New York history. I think that the whole history of, Dutch Manhattan and New Amsterdam and all of that is absolutely fascinating. So this is certainly one that I'm gonna look forward to. This next one is a gift. Um, beautiful, beautiful hardcover edition of H.P. Lovecraft Horror Tales collection. I don't know if you can see this was from, again, my wife and kids. It's got the gold leafing on there. Looks like really nice binding as well. Beautifully printed text. It's got the lace or ribbon bookmark as well. I have read some of H.P. Lovecraft. I haven't read his complete works. Now this is not a complete work. This is a nice short story collection. I'm hoping to get to Lovecraft in 2022. I'm doing the 18th and 19th century Gothic. I don't know how much 20th century I'm going to get to. That might be something for 2023. But he is somebody I want to get through his complete works. And I thought this was just a beautiful addition from my family for Christmas. And the last book was also a Christmas gift from family. And this is Teacher, Preacher, Soldier, Spy. The Civil Wars of John R. Kelso by Christopher Grasso. This is a fairly newer work. This came out this past year. It might have. Yeah, 2021. Oxford University Press. And this guy just seemed fascinating. He basically joins the Union cause, goes hunting down hunting down Confederates. He ends up becoming a free thinker later on in life. Just seemed like an absolutely fascinating person. I had this in my Amazon wish list, really, my cart, and luckily family members saw that and picked this one up for me. But this one looks pretty awesome as well. Nice, thick, actually pretty thick book too. It's, let's see, it's just around 400 pages or so of text, but it's actually a fairly heavy book for 400 pages, so it's pretty dense. So yeah, that's it. Those are all the new books that I got just in the past month, right, for December. See if I can actually hold these things. And sorry, shaking the camera. You're on the same table as the camera. But we have got the British are coming. Of course, Lord of the Rings, Travels with George, The Island of the Center of the World, H.P. Lovecraft, Teacher, Preacher, Soldier, Spy, and up on the top there, Hiroshima. If you've read any of these, I'd love to hear your thoughts on them and what you think about them. So anyway, as usual, thank you, BookTube.